what can you say about both just Durant's final 3 minutes and your defense in particular, the final 3 minutes?
Well, obviously, KD made some huge plays down the stretch. I thought Klay's defense on Kyrie was amazing. And overall, it was just an incredibly tough, resilient performance. It wasn't our smartest game that we've played all year, but it was maybe our toughest in terms of our ability to just hang in there. And nothing was really going our way, but we were still there, and we just had to kind of stay with it. And I thought our guys did a really good job of that.
Kenny here on the right.
Steve, Kenny wrote at WHBC. Defensively, did you do anything different? They were up 113-107 with about 3 minutes to go. Did you change anything defensively down the stretch?
We didn't change anything. We discussed, making some changes in timeouts, but we didn't want to change anything. We just felt like, the way they play, Kyrie and LeBron had it going the whole game, but that's pretty taxing to go one-on-one the whole game. And both those guys were amazing, 38 and 39. But that takes a lot out of you, and we just kept telling the guys they're going to get tired. Stay in front of them, force them into outside shots if you can. Fatigue will play a role, and I think when you get guys playing 45, 44 minutes, basically attacking one-on-one the whole game, it's you hope eventually it's going to take its toll. I wasn't sure if after a while they just were going nuts, but I think we just stayed with it, and our defense finally kicked in.
Thanks. Second row on the left.
Simone Sandri, Gazzetta dello Sport. Can you talk about rebounding, which should have been an advantage for the Cavs? And today, actually, you out-rebounded by 7. Yeah. And Curry actually out-rebounded both Christian Thompson and actually out-rebounded Smith and Irving combined.
It's been a big factor for us. Zaza's done a really good job putting a body onto Tristan. Love, I thought, changed the game midway through the third quarter when he got like 3 straight offensive boards. But wrapped around that was really a good job by us on the glass for most of the night.
Ron right here.
Ron Krajcik from the San Francisco Chronicle. Steve, can you sort of describe Kevin's demeanor in the fourth quarter? I mean, he went a little quiet for a while, and it seemed like he just took over there in the last minute and a half.
He took over. You can tell he knows this is his moment. He's been an amazing player in this league for a long time, and I think he senses this is his time, his moment, his team. And when I say his team, I mean, it's not literally just his team. It's we've got a group around him that can help him and create space for him with the shooting and the playmaking. And I think he's having the time of his life out there.
In the center.
Steve, Bill Bender, Sporting News. You guys knocked down 60% of your threes in the first half, about 50% for the game. Just what were your thoughts on your ability to knock down those shots at the right time?
It was huge early in the game because we knew Cleveland was going to bring that force. We knew the crowd was going to be into it. KD and Klay hit early threes. Steph hit a couple. I thought the three-point shooting was critical just to keep our head above water while we were trying to get some traction in the game.
Hi, Coach. Aaron Atade from the Philippines. You guys kept your composure all throughout that fourth quarter and even pretty much throughout the game. Do you attribute that to what happened last year, that you guys definitely learned this time around that you were not going to give up at any point in this game?
I think I said before the game, I think we're a better team, partly because, obvious reasons. We have Kevin Durant on our team. But I think we're better from our experiences. You win a championship, then you lose one in heartbreaking fashion. You've pretty much seen everything at that point. And so you get down in the fourth quarter. It's a 5-point game with 6 minutes left. You don't say, oh, man, we're down 5. You just say there's a ton of time left, and let's execute. And I thought our guys did a good job at hanging in there.
Thanks, Coach. Standing on the left side.
Steve, Jimmy Durkin, Bay Area News Group. You talked about Kyrie and his night, but that third quarter, what were you thinking, kind of just watching him being able to just attack so much and finish the way he was?
Didn't surprise me. I mean, this guy's one of the best players in the league for a reason. He's probably the best finishing guard in the league. And we knew at home he was going to play better. He didn't have his best games in Oakland, and we just felt like we just had to do our best that we could on him. But it didn't surprise me at all. The kind of night he had, that's who he is.
Last three questions here, and then two in the middle.
Coach, Yoav Dubinsky, Kalkalist Israel. Anything specific that you took from Game 3 last year? Because you came in kind of a similar situation after winning the first two games at home in a nice fashion, and then last year you got blown out here. Anything
just the circumstance, not so much anything strategic, but more circumstances. You're up 2-0. It doesn't mean that much. You have to win on the road to really seize control of the series. And last year's game, we got blown out. So we were more ready emotionally. And as I said, we're a better team, obviously. With Kevin, we've got a way to attack. What I remember from that game last year is their defense pushed us out to half court. They were grabbing and really being physical on our shooters. Well, it's a little easier to attack that when you've got Kevin Durant, obviously.
Thanks.
Last question in the middle.
Coach Spencer Davies, Basketball Insiders. Was there a sense with the team in that last stretch where you just saw that the Cavs couldn't exactly capitalize on some when they got them stops, and then you guys got some second chance opportunities too, and really just kept kind of swinging?
Again, the only thing I saw was that I thought fatigue was an issue because the game was so hard fought. I think Kyrie and LeBron both played the entire second half. Maybe they got a few seconds rest, and that's a hard thing to do. And it's kind of what I think makes our team who we are. Is we've got a lot of guys who can play off the ball and make plays and take some pressure off of each other. And I thought that was a factor, down the stretch. KD looked fresh. Clay was all over Kyrie. I just felt like, we just stayed with it, and eventually our defense kicked in.
Thank you, Coach.